So I managed to sneak out of the house and fly across the country to Toronto and attend the Bricks in the Six LEGO convention. And this video here is my last video about the convention, but there were so many people there and so many amazing creators, and there are so many different things in this video, so I'm really excited to show you. Check it out, we're on the road to the LEGO store. Here we go, it's a LEGO store on foreign turf. Got some gems in the front window, of course. They got little mini trees. And green corner plates. Dark green leaves. These panels. 1x8 tiles. Some of the stuff that we've seen on my pad wall, right? Oh, those are nice. Same with these little fences here. Some ball joints in light and dark gray. The green curved slopes beside these right here. Those are real nice. Looks like they have Daisy Duck on sale over here. It's a good brickhead, I would say. Some other things on sale as well. But to tell you the truth, I just came here to check it out, and Andrew's packing some cups there, so yeah, I don't think I'm actually going to get anything today just because I don't really have room in my suitcase. Plus, tax here is 13% and I'm used to 5%, so not really worth the expenditure here, really, I wouldn't say. They actually have two nice GWPs. Look, is it Christmas in July? Maybe. You get the Winter Elves scene when you spend 220 bucks. Then you also get the Creativity 12-in-1 free gift as well. This is quite the mall. They even have a Tesla dealership. Who do we have beside us here? It's Wonder Woman. No. It's actually Superman. Pretty cool, eh? Lenticular art. Done with G-slopes. This is a crazy mosaic of like an NES controller. Look how greebled it is. So much different part usage there. And same with the Marvel sign behind it. It's even crazier. Look, there's a skeleton in there. I always like this style of art. There's just so many like interesting pieces that go into it. And right beside the Marvel sign is Yondu. This was all done with 1x1 plates. Oh, I guess there's some 2x4s and stuff mixed in there, but mostly 1x1s. And these three pieces of art were done by Ryan Conroy. I like that NES controller though, that is super cool. So Brick Nerd, that's like his logo, right? Check it out, it's brick built. That's huge. I wonder how many red bricks have gone into that. He's got some other little mini builds here, and he's advertising his free instructions as well. Like, look at that little Tinkerbell. There's like Hellboy, a little Disney castle, vehicle, a witch, and a little miniature version of his logo. Oh, there we go, Dave. Now we're talking. It's the Canadian float. Look at all the Mounties. Such cool minifigures. What are they, on roller skates? Oh, look at that. It's Han Solo's blaster built out of Lego. With like a prop beside it for comparison reasons. And then the treehouse was actually converted into like a cherry blossom. Usually it comes with like fall and summer, so like green and yellowish colors. But the cherry blossom looks good too. So this Lego City layout done by Matthew Turton is super neat because of like the underground caverns. So you've got some modular buildings, right? Custom modular building on the end over here. And all sorts of like custom / official Lego sets. A nice city street there that's all brick built. Oh no, that's tile built, sorry. So it's all tiled off. And then the Santa Fe train in the center there with a neat archway. But then below, there's like all of these mines. Some slope work, looks like an elevator there. Some lighting as well. Is that a roller coaster track way in there? Yeah, I think so. Oof. Little mine car. Conveyor belt right there. Some tunnels. See if I can actually get it in focus, because there's an actual like meeting happening in there. And some more details. So like the city up top, and then all of the details on the bottom, like this guy using the toilet. That's great. I love that idea. But Toro Lug, which is the Toronto Lug, has all their trains fired up today. I love this wall right here. It's just this crazy angle with all of those curved slopes and like the rock climbers. Look at it, it's like angled base plates to make this slope. And then like the trains are just ripping. Look at all the reindeer down there too. By the little creek, below the Hogwarts Express. And then over here, there's the Lion Knight's Castle. Train ripping underneath too. You can actually come right in here and check it out. Oh, look at this, the paneling. I've got lots of those for my road plates. It's actually a really good idea. And this is actually part of that exact same display. You'll see the same train ripping through here. Ooh, I love the CN locomotive. By that warehouse there too. And all this vegetation. And the detailed water with the 1x1 circular plates there. And just all the slope work on the edge. It's just like a little hidden gem because you had to like step behind their table to come check this out. Look at the way they treated that flex track there. See that? And these trains go all the way over there. So they're ripping through the whole circuit. I always find myself trapped at the train displays when I was just looking at them. Like, look at those big trees there. And just everything, right? The different track types, the different trade types, just the different landscapes, and the different ways that people do this type of stuff. Like the bridges and that hill constructed using base plates. Just everyone has a different way of doing things, and I think that's what makes the LEGO community so unique, is everybody just has a different visual on how they want to actually construct a mountain or a hill or a train or anything like that. This table was definitely really busy. There was lots of people checking it out, that's for sure. And I just kept coming back here and just checking out everything because I love seeing trains just ripping around tracks, even if it's, you know, the blue and yellow passenger train that I have in my LEGO city. I love just looking at them going around interesting landscapes. Something magical about it, right? Yeah, it's pretty cool. This one here, once again, is done by Toronto Lug, and they just had like a huge presence at this show because this show was in Toronto. So clearly it was easy for a lot of the people who live in the GTA or the Greater Toronto area to bring all of their interesting LEGO creations by the show so that everybody could check it out. And it was pretty funny, while I was going around filming this display here, one of the train operators actually got a little bit distracted at the very end of the clip. You can see a little bit of a train collision. Unfortunately, it's hidden underneath the mountain. Building interesting shapes using LEGO is always difficult, and check out this like building right here. It's a spiral skyscraper. That's crazy. Oh, I've seen these all over like YouTube and Instagram. It's like the crazy brick bending by Brick Bending. But like all of these bricks are like these crazy like bends because it's all 1x2s, right? Just come up with some insane creations. Like look at that. That is regular standard bricks, but bending into a circle. Doesn't that look crazy? Also like these very colorful cubes. Here we go, we've got planes and also trains. So this aircraft was just sort of suspended there. I think he had it mounted to like a tripod, and then you can see the beautiful motorized trains pass by underneath that aircraft. Yeah, what a good sight that was. Planes and trains. There's also this massive airport here with like the biggest LEGO plane I've seen in person, I think. It was just absolutely gigantic. Crazy. And both the planes that we saw there at this airport were actually Boeing planes, and they each had their own little specifications plaque identifying what crafts they were. You can't have a LEGO convention without a GBC or a Great Ball Contraption. There were some pretty good ones here, like, look at this, it's carrot themed. But yeah, the balls would make their way through the entire Great Ball Contraption, like going around the entire perimeter of the tables. So it was really cool just looking at all the different contraptions that send these balls around. It's actually crazy. Like, every time I see Great Ball Contraptions, I'm like, how do people even think of this stuff? Like, just the motors behind them and these large towers and conveyor belts and spirals going down, and there's even some that like shoot the balls, or there's large cranes that come in and pick the balls up and drop them, and then there's this thing that shoots it through the little circular hoop there that's spinning, and then an arm that grabs it and shoots it. It's crazy the amount of creativity that people have when it comes to creating LEGO GBCs. Is just nuts, and you can just sit here and look at this thing forever and not see all of the different mechanisms. Check out all these little vignettes in here. It's like a music room, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Oh my gosh, a torture chamber with a dragon, little pumpkin patch, DJ, some more castle stuff or medieval, under the sea, inside graveyard, and a monster in the bedroom, an engine, a little Star Wars one, explore. Oh, I like that skeleton build. Some bunny rabbits. What is this, like possessed Lego food? It's like a possessed kitchen maybe. There's raccoons and dumpster. Some more food elements in that one. Just all sorts of little vignettes here. Oh, there you go. There's an iconic scene from Rogue One. Well, Rogue One and, of course, the Return of the Jedi. Jeepers. And then some more on this side as well, and they're all like encapsulated in this little cube. Oh, look at that skate park. But yeah, they're all like encapsulated in this like large structure. It has a really neat looking roof and more vignettes on top as well. Quietly Building has put together a beautiful train display, all custom built, and it was inspired by a train station from his hometown. I believe it was like a train museum. And yeah, he was telling me about he's a super nice guy and just like built all of these custom trains and ballast track, and it looked brilliant. In fact, the train museum, where you see like the nice platform out front of it there, actually has an interior as well, so we removed the roof so we could have a look at the interior details. This was just like a small like display, but highly detailed. Joey Builds has put together a really nice looking Star Wars display here. Really highly detailed, lots of nice part usage in there, pretty much fully tiled off. And then outside of that little bunker that you saw there, or whatever you want to call it, there's like this lava sort of pit, all sorts of troopers, an up top area with minifigures in action poses, a TIE fighter, lava running through the center, and there's skeletons in the lava. Just some really nice color contrasting here with like the light and dark gray, black, and also orange to create the lava, and then the Star Wars minifigures to top it all off, right? Yeah, really impressive display. We remember we saw a huge version of this MOC at Brick World Chicago. This is new Hashima. It's like a condensed version. And you know what? It looks so good. There's just like so much detail. Like, look at all that smooth finish with all those tiles and the lighting inside. The large Octan logo up top there. And like this like ship right here, like this is a cargo ship, I think. You see? And then it's got all the different shipping containers. There's even minifigures inside in some of them. That one looks like a big Transformer. Optimus Prime, doesn't it? Is that an Optimus Prime Easter egg in there? I think so. This is another ship too. And there's more of the containers over there. I just spotted a Hydra logo on one of them. Also, this one looks like Lego Movie, like Captain Rex, and then Unikitty above that. And then Octan, there's Canada right there. So some like theming inside. You know what, I don't mind this smaller version of New Hashima because you can sort of take it in and sort of digest it. Like it's a lot easier to see it all, you know? So it's pretty cool that we have a smaller version of that massive mock that was put together by like 90 people at Brickworld Chicago. And it's pretty cool how they can have like different scales of it because the modules are sort of all, you know, they can work together. So it's really neat. So happy to see that here. And that's actually right beside this classic space setup. It's the show this year, like this show compared to the one in Chicago is way smaller. Like honestly, probably 1/20th the size. And I was told that this is like Canada's largest Lego show, but there's also BrickCan in Vancouver. This one's in Toronto, Bricks in the Six in Toronto, but I've heard that BrickCan is really good as well. Maybe one day I'll have to make it out there. And here's a bunch of Star Wars stuff as well. Some like custom gunships and all sorts of neat stuff. So if you look at the cards as I'm going around, I'm trying to feature as many cards as possible because that's the names of the creators. But this table, for example, has a bunch of them. Oh, maybe this is for the instructions? QR codes? Must be. Very neat. And this right here, this rock work, and just the greebly detail is intense. I have no idea what that is. Undead Asylum? Must be like a video game or something. Either way, this rock work, like how it's on its side, just is stunning. I had a really good conversation with Patrick as well. Super nice guy. He put together this nicely detailed train system right here. The outside track is on 9-volt. Look at the way that train just zips like flawlessly around the corners. Like doesn't pause for a second. I love 9-volt track. He also has a really nice bus station here, and then he's got some other details such as the custom trains, right? And also a drive-in movie theater that actually has like a digital screen. He had some Lego Scooby-Doo on there, and there's all the cars parked watching the movie, so that was a really nice city detail as well. An interesting way that he's ballasted the track here as well, using 1x1 studs and also some of the dark brown tiles. And once again, I just really love the variety of train setups that were at this show. Yeah, here's some of like the wide radius ones that I was referring to, and they also have the 9-volt like compatibility. And FX Bricks makes them, so that's the website I'm going to check out once again when I get home. I'm going to look into the stuff. So I just love these wide radius, and I love the fact that everything is 9-volt. Well, I guess the inner track is, he's got like a combination of 9-volt and also the rechargeable battery packs, so I'm going to look into that when I get home. Julie had like this huge section of this table, and she built like these giant battleships. Like it was insane. She also did like a bunch of different things. She did like Thomas the Tank and different aircrafts and these massive battleships. Like it was crazy. Also some Coast Guard ships as well. Like these were impressive. Like these are impressive. Just the size, the amount of detail, and the way that you can use countless amounts of rectangular bricks and create something that actually looks like these ships is very impressive. I saw this display at Brickworld Chicago. It's by Mike. It's called the North Pole, and I was just like blown away by it, and I still am. I'm glad that it's here again. Got the little train going around. This very impressive mountain that's built using so many bricks and so many slopes. Look at all these like wedge plates with the elves. And this is like this was a GWP. I wonder if that's like the original though, because remember there was like I forget what anniversary it was, but it was like an anniversary train set. I guess he's got a little hide and seek game here too. Things to do. Find Santa Claus. There's Mrs. Claus. Do you see Santa Claus anywhere? There's this sleigh. I love this little winter village though. It is just really nice. I guess it's not really a winter village. It's the North Pole, right? It's actually right beside the Monopoly board. These guys are from, like this one here was done by Toronto Lug. There was a whole bunch of them that worked on it together, so like everyone created different mini builds for the different areas of the Monopoly board. And this one, once again, was at Chicago as well, because all Toronto Lug pretty much went there, right? And Mr. Monopoly in the middle of the Brickopoly board. Scale model Saturn V moon rocket. So it's a 132 scale, 40,000 bricks by Scott Bowman. It's so tall. It's really neat. It's late at night, so nobody's here, so you can actually see this stuff. And this is actually how that massive Saturn V was built. Like different chunks like that, so they can transport it. Are you into buildable figures? Check out all these custom buildable figures by BWTMT Brickworks. Got some Star Wars ones there. All of the Ninja Turtles. Look at the platform that they're standing on. It's built on a old school curved road plate. Then we've got some Spideys. All different Spider-Men. Oh, my badge is rattling against the stanchion here. And then all of the X-Men. Oh, look at that. It's Professor X. Xavier up in the window there, looking down on all the other X-Men. And there's a micro city scale city right beside that. This is done by Peacekeepers Lug. And once again, another look at this one. They had it operational during the day, and I was trying to get a good shot of it because the gold, like the conveyor belt here, and the gold was actually going through it, but it was just so busy earlier today, so it's hard to get this stuff sometimes when it's fully operational because everybody's so excited about it, right? Look at all these monochromatic minifigures right here. All sorts of them. Ooh. I love highly detailed landscaping. And that 48 by 48 plate is done really well. It's done by Ben and Kat Luby. This whole table here. So it's now the night show. It's like 11 o'clock at night and they've got some lights turned on, and I really like this space one. Specifically like all the yellow panels and the light just coming through those yellow panels. Looks absolutely amazing. And then also the landing pads over here, like the big space station, and these large yellow panels just look so good with like the movement of the trains as well. Oh yeah. So there's barely anybody here, right? All the lights are off, so everything that has lights are on, like the headlights and the Avengers Tower over here as well. Not everything has lights. Like for example, this massive Lego City layout over here has nothing, but this train layout has some lighting, along with the Schitt's Creek Hotel. Oh, that's neat, because I didn't actually look and see these interior details during the day. There's Luke Skywalker and R2-D2. And then all the little mini vignettes. Oh, not all of them are lit up though, but this side will be. Look at this, all the decals on the skate park. Gotta love to see that. Oh my gosh. Check out this Iron Man Hall of Armor. So many suits in there. It's so well done. This is lovely. And then it has like, almost like a little, I don't know what, computer room on the top there. There's like the bar. You can see Rocket Raccoon, Hulk, Captain America in there. That's a nice way of displaying all the suits of armor. The mini new Hashima is also all lit up. So you got some lights at the base of the large rockets. Some LED computer screens there. And then some of the interior details are lit up as well. It's like these spotlights too that are shining onto the containers. And things like this, like you would not see this octane interior detail when you're looking during the day, really, right? That's what I like about lighting. Every time I come to these LEGO conventions and I see like the night show, you can see all the interior details, and it's just a completely different perspective. Now that it's dark and there's not a whole lot of people in here, I can sort of showcase the entire hall. So this is sort of what we're dealing with here. Nothing too crazy, right? A condensed version of like Brickworld Chicago. It's not too bad though, because you can spend more time just like focusing on everybody's build and looking at them in more detail. But sometimes like Brickworld was just overwhelming to a certain degree because there's so many things on display. Ooh, the Imperial Landing Pad is all lit up as well, so you can see all the figures in the front side there, but all the lights are on the back. So the hangar with the suspended TIE fighters. You know what? That's a simple lighting solution. Look, it's just like a, what, an Amazon strip light or something along the top there. Nothing too crazy, right? I should experiment with 1 or 2 modular buildings, shouldn't I? I keep saying that. I don't know if it's actually going to happen though. So I hope you enjoyed my vlog series on Bricks in the 6 in Toronto. I know I sure enjoyed going there. Thank you so much to Jose for letting me sneak out of the house for the weekend to go check it all out. So many amazing creators were there displaying some like intense creations. There's so much custom work, and I feel very inspired, just like when I came home from Brickworld Chicago, and I've already started implementing some changes in my Lego city here that were inspired by some of the creations at the Bricks in the 6 show. So yeah, that's a good thing. I like going there, meeting all the creators as well. You know, this time I did a little bit differently. I focused on just the Lego. Outside of that, I did a bunch of other stuff too, but I didn't film it like I normally would, saying, oh, look, we're doing this, oh, we're doing that, we're doing this. But I did have a lot of fun. I was hanging out with the Brick and Brood and also Bricksie. We played some virtual games, like racing games. That was pretty cool. Also went golfing and went to Canada's Wonderland. It was an absolute hoot. But I sort of left that out of the videos this time and just decided to focus on the Lego. I hope you enjoyed my vlog series. Thank you so much for coming on by. Please remember to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for some more great stuff. And have yourselves a fantastic day. Farewell!